Alright guys, welcome to another episode of Safe Space Podcast. Today we're joined by another bro that I've really been looking forward to having on the channel, dog. I feel like I say this every time, but we're saying it again, dog. I've been looking forward to this one. Been meaning to line it up for a little minute.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
happy
no
that
cap.
we finally got to it, dog. But we out here with Mr. TSC. We got Rolly, my brother. How are you?
So now I'm chilling. How are you? Bro?
I'm good, man. I'm good, dog. It's good to have you here, dog. It's
Thank
good to
you,
have you
bro.
here, bro. Starting out, firstly, let me compliment the fit. Compliment the fit. The track is
Yes, bro,
fire.
you
dog.
tough, the live unreleased
Is that
gang.
unreleased?
You know what I'm saying?
When are we seeing it, bro?
Ish, boy, next month.
Hey,
It was supposed to
hey,
drop last month, but ish, bro,
Custom.
customs and that.
We'll
But
talk about customs. We'll get into customs, bro. Because I know they've been chowing the brews.
ish,
The creators are
dog.
crying there by customs, bro.
Yes,
But we'll get
bro.
into that, dog. But starting out, please just tell me a little bit about who is Rolly and where you from.
So obviously my name's Rolly. Rolly is a guy who enjoys expressing himself through clothes, fashion, music. He's someone who enjoys spending time with his friends. You know, I'm a gamer. Like, believe it or not, like I like playing games, bro, and just hanging out with the homies. And then where I'm from, I'm originally from Joburg, but then I moved to Centurion. Then I moved again to Midrand. So, and now I go to school in Cape Town. in UCT, yeah.
So you've also been around. You like to hop around a little bit.
Yeah, but yeah, not too much, but I've been around. You feel me?
Like, I hear that.
You feel me?
And then I'm interested on the music side, dog. You say obviously you're a gamer.
Yeah.
You're on the music side. Let's start with the music and then we'll get into the gaming, dog. Because I didn't know this part. So you like a rapper? What's
Nah,
going on there,
bro, it's like I won't lie. When like boy, back in grade 8,
Yeah.
I used to release music, bro.
Bro, can we find that shit? I know it was on SoundCloud.
It's
bro.
on
It's the next
SoundCloud,
day.
but like it's not under like Rolly or anything. Like it's
Yeah.
under another name, bro. Like I just love music, so back then I just rap on beats. But I'm not gonna sit here and be like, yo, I'm hard or like I was the. Well, like that,
It was up. That was the cooking.
Nah, and it was bad, bro. It was bad, but I don't know, just something about expressing yourself through a beat, dog. Like you can just vent on a beat and get all those emotions out there. If you know what I mean.
Dog. And there was something different about just like pre-2020, bro. Like you could really do shit and get away with it.
That's
Like,
what I'm
you could really
saying.
do
The
something
SoundCloud era, bro.
SoundCloud
Everyone
era.
had SoundCloud that
Yeah,
time, bro.
Everyone was there. Dog. I was also spitting bars at one point.
You see, I feel like, bro, that's a canon event as a guy. everyone
especially as a guy in grade 8.
As a creative too, you gotta make music at some point, whether it works out or it doesn't.
At least you gotta try, dog. I have that. And when it gets into the fashion side of things,
Yeah,
bro, how
no
did you
cap.
kind of get your starts in fashion? Has it been something that you're always on, or how did that kind of transpire?
Online, the turning point for my fashion journey, I remember this vividly, bro. There was in grade 8, I don't know, you know Civi's Day, right?
Yeah.
So pre-grade 8, like primary school, I wasn't like the flyers guy or anything. I was the type of guy to just put on a fit, just to put on a fit. So there was this particular grade 8 Civi's Day when I pulled up with just the bummiest fit, bro. Boy, the shorties are like, they telling all the brews, nah, you guys don't know how to dress. You guys don't know how to dress. Because on TikTok, that's when TikTok was blowing up. You know, those TikTok guys.
Yeah.
They're like, nah, you need to dress like him. You need to dress like that. You need to dress like that. So I'm thinking, I went back crib and I did my research on like trendy fits to wear. So back then it was the graphic tees and the cargos and the Jordan 1s. I don't know if you...
I remember
Yeah.
that combo. Yeah, remember that combo.
So during the week I went to Cotton On. I bought that same fit, bro. Then the next time Civi's Day came and I pulled up with that fit, yo, everyone was like, yo, boy, that fit is hard. That fit is hard. That fit is hard. So I just really loved how clothes made me feel, because that day I really felt like I was that guy. Like, I was like, wow, clothes can make me feel like this. So then I just always want to make a better fit. Always want to make a better fit. Always trying new pieces. Always just trying new things. So I think that's where the fashion journey really started.
I hear that, dog. I appreciate it. And I appreciate the fact that you're saying you grew from something. A lot of bros want to come through and be like, nah, boy, I've been putting that shit on since day one.
Nah.
But finally, we know you lied. It
Bro,
was tough for all of us, dog.
no
We know it was
cap, bro.
bad
We
for
all
all
gotta
of us,
start
dog.
somewhere, bro.
Shit, and you were starting them days. That was before. Remember before we could get baggy jeans, but when the cut
That's
was
what
jeans
I'm
was so
saying,
smart, dog.
bro.
The cut was crazy.
Dog.
I hear you though. Dog, I hear you. And then when it comes to TSC and you getting into that journey, could we first start with what is the meaning of TSC and what is that brand to you?
So TSC is just a community of like-minded people, like people like me. I wanted to create a community of people who want more than where they started. You know, someone who's considered an outsider, someone who doesn't want to go the conventional route. They'd rather go the complete opposite. You know what I mean? Just just a world of winners, bro. Like I'm really trying to create a community where we all inspire each other just to be better. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'd say that's TLC for me, like the meaning behind it.
I hear you. And then when it comes to the early days of TSC, can you kind of talk us through the timeline of TSC? What was that first piece and like how did you kind of get into it?
Yo, bro, believe it or not, before TLC there was a different brand before that too,
Okay.
bro.
What came before?
It was bro. Even the name was so bad.
You don't even want to mention this, like,
It was called the Rockside Designs, bro. Like,
it's kind of fire though. Yeah.
nah.
It's not bad,
It's not bad, but like compared to like now, you feel me? So it all dated back then. Me and my best friend were supposed to start this brand together, the Rockside Designs, but then he prioritized certain things. I was prioritizing the brand, so it was like clashing, you know. I was more into it than he was, so we just scrapped that whole thing. And the start of TSC, it was actually this other brood. I don't even want to mention his name, bro.
No names or no promo.
No
promo, yeah.
This other bro, he came to me. I was like, yo, bro, we should start a clothing brand together. We should start a clothing brand. But then I had trauma from when me and my best friend started. So I was contemplating, should I actually like do this brand with this guy? Then I was like, because he seemed serious. He was giving me like mission, vision, all these things for the brand and all of that. So I was like, you know what? Alright. Then he said he's gonna deal with the finance and like the accounting side of things, and I'm gonna deal with the marketing side of things. So that was gonna be the dynamic. So cool. But now I'm seeing I'm investing more into the brand than he is. Like I'm the one that ordered the bulk order. I'm the one talking to the manufacturer, finding a manufacturer, designing. Like
Putting in the work.
I'm technically doing everything. So 2 days before drop day, he messages me. He's like, "Yo, bro, I can't do this no more. I can't."
Days before
2 days before, everything is bought. Everything. I'm telling people, yo, guys, like, drop day is this day. Let's get ready. Tells me, nah, I got school. I got what. So I was like, bro, I can't give up. Like, I already started this thing. Might as well continue. I already love fashion. You know, it's another challenge for me to conquer. So why not? You know what I mean? So yeah, I just took it, and yeah, bro, the rest is history. But the first piece that you mentioned was actually the spider hoodie.
I remember that hoodie, yeah.
Yo,
I
that
peeped
hoodie
it.
was so bad.
I dug into the archives. I won't lie, just before we hit this, I had to dig deep. into the
Yeah,
posts,
I
and
even
peeped
took
that
those
spider
posts
hoodie.
down, bro.
It's
Like,
still up there, dog.
for real.
It's still up there. All your highlights is there.
Oh snap!
The hoodie's still there, dog.
Yes,
I
boy.
peeped it.
But yeah, that hoodie, that was the first one, bro. That was the first piece. People actually liked it. I don't know how, but like, I don't know, cause maybe it reminded them of the spider, you
Yeah,
know,
the
the Young
Thug
Thugs.
hoodie,
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, that was the first piece that I released. But yeah, that's how TLC started about, bro.
Shit. Okay, I hear that. So you kind of dove into the deep end. You had a brew that was meant to be with you. You were on the creative side. There was
Yeah.
a whole brew that was meant to be on the financing side. 2 days before the drop, he says I can't do it anymore. So you kind of had to take over the whole process and do it on your ones.
Exactly, bro. Keep in mind, I don't have like history in the finance part of things, like, so I just had to take everything. I do everything, dog. Like, literally everything is just me, bro.
Yeah, and how did that first transition go from you being somebody that's on the marketing side and on the designing side to fully being a brand owner at this point, doing it overall? How did the transition go for you?
I won't lie, the transition was pretty smooth because, like, my mom is also into like business and all of that. So if I needed help or advice, it's not like I didn't have anyone to go to. I'd be like, I'll go to and ask her, yo, if I need to do this, and then she'll just give me the advice. So it wasn't like a major thing, but at the same time, it was a major thing because I'm literally carrying a whole company
On your
on.
back, yeah.
Bro, keep in mind, I'm 17, I'm in grade 11, I got school on top of that. Matric is next year, like, it's just a lot of things going on at the time, but
Yeah.
I adapted to it, and I'm grateful that he said what he said, bro. Because if it wasn't for that, TLC wouldn't be where it is right now.
What it is right now. I
Yeah.
hear that. And then when it comes to your design process, obviously you've spoken about the early days, the thug kind of level, and there's been a crazy transition to your designs over the years. Can you talk to me a little bit about your design process and how you kind of go about picking out your pieces and figuring out the drops?
So how I figure out about going through the pieces, like, I don't like, I'm chronically online, bro. Like,
Nigga texted back on time. Like, nah, you're active with it.
like
Yeah.
I basically live on the internet, but not in like a bad way, in a good way. Like, I'm always looking for new things
Always
and all
learn.
of that. So if I'm online and I see a piece that I really mess with, I'm like, yo, that piece is fire. Then I take that foundation of that piece and then I just put my own twist to it. You know what I mean? And I look if anyone in SA has done a piece like this. If they have, how can I make my own better? How can I make my own different? How can I make it stand out? So that's how I come about going with my drops. And then for which piece do I choose? It's usually on the season.
Okay.
Like if it's summer, obviously I can't drop a heavy hoodie, bro. I'm gonna have to look at your tees, your football shirts, your nylon tracksuits, like the lightweight tracksuits, and all those type of things. So, yeah,
I
bro.
hear that. I hear that. And then I wanted to get I wanted to get into manufacturing, bro. I know on the way up here, you were telling me a little bit about the struggles, dog. I know that as South Africans and everybody else, we go through a lot there by customs, dog. We go through a lot there by getting it here and getting the right quality and all of that.
That's
Your
what I'm
brand is
saying.
definitely one that has prioritized quality
Yeah.
ahead of everything. And I know quality is not easy to get, dog. So a
Bro.
lot of bros take the easy way out. You go cop a hoodie from down the road.
No cap.
Slip a graphic on the back and make it rock, dog. And I can see that you chose a different direction. Can you
Yeah.
talk to me a little bit about your navigating through manufacturing and how that journey has been for you?
So, yo, picking up manufacturing, that's like the first thing you need to get out the way because a manufacturer can really make or break your brand, bro. If you get out the way, then you're set for good. But there's two ways that you can either go. You can go the local route or you can go the international route. So when I was doing my research, I was looking at brands like Nike, your Adidas, your Supremes, and I'm like, the tag at the back says made in China. So obviously, bro, if I want to compete with those brands, then it looks like China's the way to go. You know, since my mom already had connects in China, I just asked her to put me on with one of her people. And me and that manufacturer started chopping it up. That manufacturer made the first hoodies that I made.
Oh,
But then I didn't really like the quality and the silhouette and the cuts and all of that, so I had to switch. I had to get a connect from a connect
from a connect.
to get to my manufacturer. I'm trying to say this without actually giving out the. I'm gatekeeping my menu. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, bro. But all I can say is, overseas is the way, bro. I don't want like. Not to be mean, not to be rude or anything, but yo, bro, SA manufacturing is just like there's so much room for improvement. Like we're not where we're supposed to be compared to like outside, bro. Like overseas is just so much more advanced. Cause when you make stuff this side, the stitching is starting to fall out. When the embroidery, if you check behind the embroidery, you can see the way they did the embroidery and all of that, and it's not nice for the consumer to see like those kind of things. So that's why I've always prioritized quality over quantity.
I hear that, dog. And then when it comes to, I want to know a bit about a few lessons that you've learned in your journey. As you said, you've learned that SA manufacturing, it has room for improvement. You've learned the way to go in terms of finding manufacturers that work for you. Can you just tell
Yeah.
us a little bit more about some lessons that you've learned in this field that maybe to up and coming creators that are looking to get into the same industry, they can take in going in their journey?
Lessons I've learned is always plan, bro. Like in this clothing brand space, you always gotta be 10 steps ahead. It's not a thing of like you just announce a drop now. Like there actually has to be a planning process behind that. Why I'm saying this is because see that first drop I told you, I literally announced the drop like only maybe 3 days before I was actually gonna drop, and I did the whole lookbook 2 days, no actually a day before drop day, and then the pictures only dropped on drop day. Me thinking, yo, bro, I'm just because I announced on my status and my Instagram, like, yo, guys, go cop. People were actually gonna go cop. So then when I dropped, I didn't get no sales the first couple of days, even weeks. And I was wondering to myself why. I thought this was gonna be easy. So then I just came into my next drop planning ahead, actually coming out with a rollout, like doing photo shoots in time, planning content ahead of time, and just posting on schedule just to create that demand, create that hype. Because if there's no demand, who's gonna buy? Because people are not aware that you're dropping. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So yeah, planning ahead, bro. That's one key thing that I would say works. Because also with manufacturing, like if you don't tell them in time, your pieces are not gonna arrive on time. Sometimes there'll be manufacturing delays, but if you planned ahead, it's not really gonna affect you that much. You know what I mean?
I hear that. And like you said about marketing, you said you learned a couple of lessons there. We'll get into the marketing a little bit later because I do want to know a little bit more about that. You're already one of the bros that takes their marketing very seriously, but
Yeah.
and your rollouts really are fire. But I wanted to talk a little bit about what was that moment that you knew TSC was like taking off. You know, there were these moments where these are dropping, you weren't sure if they're moving, but what was the moment when you're like, okay, nah, I got something here. We're going places.
I won't lie, bro. I still feel like TLC is in the beginning. I mean, like, yeah, people know TLC. Like, a lot of people know TLC, don't get me wrong. But, like, I still feel like the ceiling is not the limit, bro. Like, there's still more that I can push. But to answer your question, the moment I was like, yo, this thing actually has potential for real. Yo, bro, I remember there was this drop I sold out in like 3 hours, bro. It was 2024 March. It was the blue, pink.
With the red, with the eyes.
Nah.
Oh,
It was the blue, pink, and black hoodies. These three hoodies that I did. That day, bro, that Shopify was just going ding, 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 ding.
yeah.
I was like, damn, bro, people are genuinely messing with the hoodies. That's why, like, I just decided to make hoodies TSC's like front runner, you know what I mean? Because people really mess with the hoodies. So yeah, I think that time, that specific drop just showed me that yo, there's potential for more. Like people genuinely mess with us. You know what I mean?
I hear that, dog. And then, was fashion always the plan? Has fashion always been the full-time thing? This is what I'm trying to do? Because we know you're in uni. We know you're in uni. We'll
Yeah.
get into that. But was that always what you're trying to do? Or is there another plan besides that?
I won't lie, bro. Fashion was not the plan. Remember I told you earlier, like prior grade 8, bro. Your bro was just wearing anything and everything, bro.
Yeah.
Like fashion was not the plan back in the day. Cause I started content like in grade 4, bro. Like I used to watch all these YouTubers like KSI, Deji, Sideman, all these bros. Like, nah, bro. Content creation is like the top. Like that's what I'm trying to do full time. Then there was also a point where I believed I could be a footy player, like a soccer player, dog. Like
Yeah.
I was really into soccer back in the day. But nah, fashion was not the main thing. You know, I'd say content creation was what I really wanted to be.
Okay. I that. And I can see how that's translated into your brand. I see how you're still keeping that side of your
You
life.
feel me?
So yeah, I definitely peep. And then I wanted to get a bit into the balance of owning a brand and being in university. I can imagine those two things. Anything in uni is not easy to do, dog.
Dog, like, yo, because my course is so, like, demanding, bro. It's like workload, there's a whole lot of reading.
Yeah.
It's just a whole lot of stuff. So, but thing is, like, in high school, like, in matric, I was also balancing the two. So, I feel like time management is really important. Like, for example, in high school, I'd get home, do my homework first. Like, that's the get schoolwork out the way first. Then I can attend to my brand stuff, my content creation stuff. So I just feel like it's just time management, bro. Like, allocate time to different things. But sometimes it gets hectic because now school wants 5 assignments. Now drop day is like in a week. Now you need to you need to find time to shoot content. You need to find time to study. So it sometimes does get overwhelming, but it really depends on your time management, really.
I hear you. I like that you said time management is important, and I like that you said that you put schoolwork first. Hey, we've
Yeah,
had too many bros come through and say, hey, Jen, school, lost that thing, bro. Lock in, push your brand, make your music, and it'll be good. Dog. I like that bros actually come through and say, focus on your schoolwork. Dog. That is a very important
now
part to
school's
focus on.
important.
Dog.
And I don't like school, but dog, school is important, bro.
I
Like,
hear that.
our parents are paying way too much for us to be like messing around there at uni. So the least I could do is get the degree, bro.
At least.
That's what I'm saying, you know?
Nah, yeah, that I respect it. And then when it comes to your choice to focus on hoodies, as you touched on earlier, you chose that hoodies is your lane and that's what you want to focus on and you want to be known for that.
Yeah.
How did that kind of come about when you were like, hey, I got all these different things that I push because you've seen in all different types of clothing.
Yeah.
But when did you say hoodies is the one I want to push and that's what I'm focusing on?
Obviously, hoodies is the thing that I started with. You know what I mean? The reason why I started with hoodies is because, like, bro, I'd buy all types of hoodies from like Cotton On Factory, H&M and all of that, but like it just didn't feel right, bro. It was either the thing was too long or the material was too thin, the hood was too thin. Like, it just didn't feel or sit right. So I was like, bro, I need to make a better hoodie than what we already have. I'm seeing Brews in America, UK, they all got nice hoodies. That's it here, nice fit, nice hood. I'm like, but I don't really see a lot of those in South Africa. So I saw that gap in the market and I was like, I'm gonna make the best hoodies in South Africa, bro. Like, heavyweight hoodie, it's cropped, the hood is thick, like the distressing, like just make it a statement piece, but at the same time you can wear it every day, you can wear it anywhere. It's just comfortable, something that you can live in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've seen how you're definitely a bro that has noticed the gaps in the market and where there's room for improvement. Then you've tackled those spaces hard, dog. I also wanted to talk about your marketing strategies. As I said, you've talked about the fact that you were very big into the content side of things when you started, and that is well translated into your brand.
Yeah.
Can you talk to us a little bit about the importance of marketing and taking your brand seriously? Like you said, some bros just want to post on their status, WhatsApp link, and drop the thing. That doesn't really span, dog. Talk to us about your marketing.
No, marketing is, yo, bro, top 2 most important. I think it is the most important in business, whatever you do, bro. Even your personal brand, even this podcast, you're gonna have to promote it after this. Like, you don't just drop it. So what I do for my marketing, because like I've seen with brands in the local scene, like, we don't really get to know the brand owner themselves. Like, yeah, we know your brand, but who are you? Like, who's really the face of the brand? So I'm really trying to push that founder-led content, you know, just take my people through the behind the scenes, the processes, why I do this, why I do that, just so that I can build that trust and connection with me and the consumer, or me and the followers, you know, because people just don't buy into pieces, they buy into the story behind what you're doing. Like, yeah, your piece can be fire, but like, if there's no story behind it, like, it's not gonna create that longevity in your brand. You know what I mean? So that's one of my marketing strategies that I use. and obviously the films like the short cinema, bro. Those
Those
I
go
love
hard.
doing those, bro. Cause I don't see Bruce in South Africa pushing
We're only putting it in.
like that type of quality into a short film. So I'm just like, bro, I'll do it myself. Like y'all don't wanna, I'll do it myself. You know what I mean?
Nah,
So
yeah,
yeah,
that. Nah, yeah, that. And then I also wanted to talk about the importance of collaboration. I feel like that's a great way that a lot of people have found you. One of those bros that hasn't just said we're gonna push our clothes. You've gone out to the influencers, the artists, all of that, and really tapped in with them and really
yeah.
built a culture. Can you talk to us about the importance of collaboration and the collaborations that you've done with various people?
Nah, collaboration is very important because it just builds one another. Like, if I collab with this person, their audience is gonna tap into my brand. If they collab with me, my audience is gonna go into them. You know, my favorite types of collaboration is with the artists because linking back to what I said, I really love music and I'm really trying to embed TSC into that hip hop culture, hip hop scene. So me collaborating with like a Blackie or like a Kill Brady or whoever just strengthens the TSC identity in those spaces. You know what I mean? Because I feel like they really represent what I'm trying to do in the future, like that raw, rebellious, grungy, underground feel to the brand. You know what I mean? So yeah, bro, collaboration is very important. I feel like we should be doing more collabs in the local brand scene. I think I've only seen one. I only did one with FYM. But like after that, I didn't really see much after that,
True.
you
Wow,
know.
true. I have I respect that. And then also when it gets into who are your inspirations in this fashion game?
Like owners or like brands.
It can be both sides though.
I really mess with Clint, bro. Clint 419 from Cortez, like, yeah, I would say he's like my top, like Clint, Tyler the Creator with what is it, Golf Wang and LaFleur. Yeah,
Yeah.
Tyler, obviously Virgil. Yeah, I'd say those three. And Kanye too. Yeah, Kanye is hard.
Yeah, it always links back to Kanye and stuff. So you always gotta go back to in some way, shape.
No cap, but yeah, those four, bro. But Clint number one for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we had touched a little bit on the discipline needed to be a creative a little bit earlier, talking about time management and that. But can you just go a little bit deeper into the discipline that's kind of needed to make it in this industry as somebody that's already done it?
Yo, bro. Consistency is like number one, bro. Because if you don't show up, who's gonna show up for you? You know, you always gotta push, bro. You always gotta show up and just do what you need to do, bro. Cause if you don't, as I said, if you don't, who's really gonna do that for you? So if you don't have that discipline to continue doing what you're doing, then, bro, it's raps. That your baby or whatever you know doing is gonna fall down,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be hard to bring it back up. So consistency is the one thing, yeah. Consistency.
I have that. And then I wanted to talk a little bit about upcoming work that you have coming up. Upcoming work and what is next for TSC. Can you just tell us a little bit about the future, man?
Hey, I mean, you can see already.
You can see, you can see,
You can see already this little two piece is dropping next month. I'm also planning on dropping the Lulu sets. I know the girls been hollering at me saying, "Where's the Lulu? Where's the Lulu?" It's before the year ends, bro. The Lulu is dropping, but for now, it's this. And then there was this other waffle knit hoodie that I made. Like I made a sample. I just need to approve of it. And then once everything is correct, then we can start the bulk order. But
Okay.
yeah, but the future drop definitely is this two piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, you feel
And
me?
then this was all script, but I need to know, dog, are you restocking those FC hoodies?
Ass
And I was
child.
on,
man.
dog, don't tell me that, bro. Don't tell me that. I was on you yesterday. I need
I-
that, brother. A
Ish, boy.
restock.
You know, I've only done one restock in my life,
Oh, for real.
and it was
Shit,
the
do
zip up.
restocks.
It was the zip up hoodies.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only thing and it was Black Friday. That's the only thing I restocked. Reason being is because I want my pieces to be exclusive. Like, if you got that piece,
You got it.
bro, you were there at the time. You know you were there for it. Now, if I'm a restock, it's gonna low-key lose its value. You know,
Aye,
like it must be an archive piece. 10 years, I must be like, you got that. I don't even have that myself. You feel me?
aye. Yeah. So it's time for that hoodie. Basically, if we don't have it, we're not seeing
It
it.
depends how I'm feeling. I thought it was try for the zip ups, but then
Yeah.
I brought it back. So who knows? Black Friday, I could bring
Maybe.
them back. But I'm gonna let you know though.
Let me know. Dog. Fuck that. Let me know. Dog. I need
I'm gonna
that.
let you know,
I
gang.
need that, dog. But wait, dog. In closing, can you also talk to us about some advice to young creators coming up in the game, dog?
Yo, I'ma look. Where's this damn?
Yeah, that's right, David. Talk to us.
Don't do this for the money. Genuinely do it because you have passion for it. Reason being is because the person who's doing it for the passion, when they're going through the darkest days, they still have a reason to go up and push. But if you're doing it for the money and you don't see it fast, then bro, you're gonna give up. So don't do it for the money. Genuinely do it for the love of the game, bro. Like, please, I'm begging, please, bro, please. And always stay consistent. Always stay consistent. No matter how bad things get, those small wins will always eventually lead up to a breakthrough or a big win. And don't forget to put God in your plans. Like, literally, He's the reason why we can do what we're doing. You know what I mean? But yeah, bro, that's
Well, hell, I appreciate that, dog. And then when it comes to where can people find you on all socials, where you at?
Rolly.Kama on everything: TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, the.Saints Club on Instagram, the Saints Club on TikTok. Yeah, mate.
Oh, hey, Mr. Rolly, Mr. TSC, thank you so much for coming through, my brother.
Thank you for
It was a
having
dope
me, bro.
episode, dog. We appreciate it, dog.
Nah, for real, bro.
Easily.